Okay. Hi, my collective. So I came on here to really connect with your energy and do a reading for my collective, my empaths, my highly sensitive souls, my people who feel on such a deep, deep, deep level. I'm already getting a message from Spirit saying that some of you guys you're focused on the wrong things. Focus on the wrong things. Spirit is saying you're focused on the wrong things. Some of you guys are really focusing on what you don't have in your life right now. And Spirit is saying that you're going to continue to feel lack if you do not use what you have. You do not lack anything. Everything you have right now can be used. You're just not thinking creatively. For example, if you only have $20 in your bank account and you trying to go stay at a hotel, you obviously know you can't stay at a hotel. So what can you do for yourself now that is self-care, that is self-love with what you have? Okay, while God is moving mountains for you, Spirit's moving mountains for you, bringing in that abundance for you, you gotta figure out what it is that you can do for yourself right now in this moment. If you only have like a face mask, put on a face mask. Watch a show, do something. Like, even though I was thinking about this, because this is not just for you guys, but this is for me too. Like, I'm thinking about all that I want to do, all of my hobbies that I want to start, and I'm like, Spirit, you need to send me some cash for it. and Spirit is saying, what can you do right now? So I went to Michael's. They were having a sale. I bought a bracelet with some charms, and I'm going to make myself a bracelet and put my own energy and magic into it. Like, this is how I mean, like, guys, and I only spent $25. So it's possible. You were just not thinking creatively. You know, you could think outside of the box. What can you do with what you have right now? All right, Spirit, what does my collective need to hear? What does my collective need today, the energy for today? Some of you guys, you don't realize that you're going through this major transformation. Like, things are no longer the same, and you're trying to, like, see, reclaim your power popped out before I even finished shuffling the deck. Reclaim your power. Willpower, inner strength, self-mastery, heal, victim. So you guys are trying to keep yourself in a victim state of mind when you're no longer in that frequency. You just need to let that go. You really truly just need to focus on what it is that you can control, and that is your own energy. You do not need to let external things be the dictator of how you feel about yourself. To be honest with you, yes, you don't have any cash, but what do you have? You have a healthy, strong relationship with yourself. You have good boundaries. You have air. You're breathing. Every time you focus on what you don't have, you stay in lack. You stay in a low vibrational frequency. Focus on the things that you do have and be grateful for those things. Start your morning off with gratitude. At the bottom of the deck, it has courage, inner strength, action, trust yourself, and being brave. Okay, so you guys don't realize that you have a lot more courage than you think you do. Some of you guys, I want you to think of a lion when you're in meditation. It will help with the ego illusions that you're experiencing right now. So your ego is trying to make you think that you're not changing, you're not shifting, and that your world is still the same. But God wants you to just truly see what's in front of you. You are blessed. You are divinely blessed. A lot of people think abundance is just money. Abundance is good health. It is healthy relationships. Even if you don't have a healthy relationship with other people around you, a healthy relationship with yourself. Health, wealth, and happiness. Being happy. Are you happy? Because if you think these things coming in your life is going to make you happy, you have another thing coming. Okay, and that's 333 on the timer. As I'm saying this, you are being supported, and you need to be able to see that. Spirit is saying that just look. Open your third eye, because your third eye is shut right now. Okay, you guys don't realize that what you're actually experiencing is the life you always wanted to experience. But you have to truly, like, be open to it. Any other messages from my collective, Spirit? Any other messages from my collective? Mindset. So Spirit is saying that it's really about your mindset at this time, your subconscious beliefs, befriending your mind. A lot of you guys are running from your shadow. You're running from the things that you fear about yourself. And Spirit is saying that you really truly need to focus on getting your mindset right, subconscious reprogramming. For my collective that really believe that you are not going to be successful, I need you to shake up yourself. Shake that shit off. Shake that fear off. Shake that low self-esteem off, and realize that you got this, baby. You got this. Okay? Write down on a piece of paper affirmations for yourself, and you're going to reprogram your mind. You're going to sleep with subliminals, and if you don't like subliminals, you're going to reprogram your mind your damn self. Write down affirmations on a piece of paper. You're going to say it first thing when you wake up in the morning, and you're going to say it right before bed. And if you experience any type of anxiety, low self-esteem, or fear saying that you are not going to achieve this, you're going to get up and you're going to read it again. You're going to read it again. You're going to read it again until you believe it. You're going to read it again until you believe it. You're going to release old beliefs that do not serve you. You're going to write that on a in black ink on a piece of paper, and you're going to burn it. And if you don't like burning shit, rip it up. Whatever you got to do, this is you reclaiming your power, because you have power over your mind. Your mind does not have power over you. And realize that every thought that comes into your mind is not your thoughts alone. These are beliefs that were programmed into you from a young age, and we all share one consciousness. So even if you think about it from a perspective, these are my beliefs, right? But thoughts are just going. They're just going. And the negative energy are those lower vibrational thoughts, and they're looking for people to attach to. So if you're going through a situation and a thought pops into your mind, and that negative energy sees, oh, this person over here is struggling with anxiety, let me go crawl into bed with her. No! Shake that shit off. Get up, sage your energy, dance, move that energy through your body. Do not sit in discomfort. Everything you do is a choice. So you could choose to stay down, or you could choose to stay up. Okay? And this is my collective. I know you stronger than that. I know you got that, okay? And you need to believe in yourself. You don't need anybody else to come in and say, you know what, you're all right. You tell yourself you're all right. With what you have right now, you've had less before. And you've been all right. You made it to this point, to this video. You're watching this video. So it only gets better from here. Every time you open your eyes, you say, life is good and it's only getting better. God, show me how good it gets. This is the frequency I want you to put yourself in. When you're in meditation, you tell yourself, I'm feeling joy. I'm feeling a happiness. I'm feeling love. That is how you reclaim your power. Okay? Yes, next messages. Any more messages for my collective spirit? Okay. That's your emotional messages for today. No more messages from spirit. Let's see what your inner child might need right now, because some of you guys are really trying to skip out on the joy, and you're really trying to skip out on that shadow, and your inner child's not happy about that, because that's where your joy lies, is in your inner child. So are you keeping yourself safe? Are you doing the things that you know are good for you? Self-care, self-nurturing, that keeps you connected to your inner child. Okay? And if you're running from your inner child, then you're running from your joy, you're running from your happiness. Creating healthy boundaries with yourself. When you say you're going to do something, do it. Okay? And stop giving yourself these high things to do when you know, like, if you don't do it, you're going to feel shitty about yourself. You need to meet yourself with love and compassion, and be realistic. Don't try to rush your steps to the end. And this is why you find yourself in situations where you can't complete certain things. Because instead of you saying, I'm going to write 100 pages a day, maybe start with 15 minutes a day. As you see that you're getting consistent with that, maybe you can up it. I say this even when people are ready to start working out in the gym. Start 2 days a week. Start 3 days a week. Start 1 day a week. If you can continue with that consistency, then you know you can continue to build it up. But when you're focused on the end goal, oh, I want a gym body by this time, then you can't build that consistency and actually change your life. If you were never going to the gym before, you think you're going to start with going 6 days a week? Let's be for real. We have to be very honest with ourselves and know what we can commit to, and then commit to that. And then we can adjust and pivot later. But when we have that goal in mind, saying that, you know what, I want a six-pack by the end of 6 months, and you're just now starting the gym, now you're trying to completely shift your reality, and your mind and your ego is like, oh, no, what's happening? Let's go back to how it used to be. And you find yourself stopping, is because you're not being realistic with the goals that you're setting for yourself. Any messages for my collective from their inner child? Any messages, spirit? Any messages for my lovely collective? Any messages I want to come through? Boy, don't try to stop, no, just what you Boy, don't try to stop, I'm getting a message. Some of you guys need to really trust yourself when it comes to people, when it comes to the energy that you surround yourself with. If it don't feel good, dead it. Do not be afraid to use your scissors. Snip, snip, cut it. Serious. All right, spirit. Any messages for my collective for their inner child right now? Ooh, almost dropped this card. Let me put that to the side. Seems important. Okay. Any other messages, spirit? Ooh. Take that one. Okay. Let's see. 2 messages from our inner child right now. It's never truly the end, beloved. In this, everything will be okay. So some of you guys, you're really feeling very anxious, and your inner child just needs a hug. They just need to be need attention from you, is what I'm getting. Some of you guys are trying to run from your feelings, run from yourself, and that's not the key to finding this sense of peace, this sense of ease that you're looking for. And it's not in external things, it's within you. Peace is within you, happiness is within you, love is within you. You reclaim your power when you sit in meditation and tell yourself you're feeling peace. I'm at peace, I'm okay. You need to be the one that's regulating your own emotions, not external things. If you look for external things like TikTok, Instagram, people to say that you're okay, then you're going to always rely on those things. You're always going to be codependent. But you're running from yourself when the answer is within yourself. So if you're truly looking for the answer, it is to sit with yourself. Prayer and meditation is very important for you to have in your life, because when you ask God in the universe for something, you have to be able to listen to receive that download. And sometimes it not be what you expect. You may think, okay, God, right now I need $15,000 to pay this bill, and then God sends you a message in meditation to rest, and you're like, how is that going to solve my problems? God, you heard what I said? God heard what you said, but God knows that if you rest, you will make a better decision and the answer will come to you. But instead of you focusing on the answer that you got, you focusing on what you don't have. So getting out of that lack mentality, getting out of the I'm always right and I know better than everybody, simply just be is what your inner child needs you to do right now. Simply just be. Focus on regulating your own emotions. For those of you that feel anxiety, the sound bath frequency for vagus nervous system reset on YouTube is really good. I use this to really just allow myself to get out of fight or flight and really connect down to that root chakra, saying that I'm safe. I put my hand over my heart and my tummy and I say, I'm safe. I'm feeling safe in my body. I trust myself. These are the things that you need to do. Switch up your routine too. Some of you guys are stuck. You feel stagnant because you continue to do the same things. Your life feels so predictable. Because you know what you're gonna do tomorrow. You're not gonna die if you take a day off the gym. And this message is for my people who maybe disciplined. You're more than disciplined. And this, I'm speaking to myself, because before I wouldn't take a day off the gym, and I tell you, your girl was always tired. Like, all I would do was sleep because I need to recover from the gym. So it's just like, it's okay to switch up your routine. It's okay to do something different, something at ease, something that just has to do with you just existing. Okay, you don't need to always be filling your day with things to do, is what Spirit is saying. And you are going to be okay. Like, you guys are going through a major transformation. The old version of you is dying, and you just truly need to let this happen. Stop hanging on to the fears that old version of you used to believe. Okay? And you can do hard things. It is not as impossible as it may feel. So some of you guys need to realize that this change that you're going through, you can get through it. You've gone through so many things in your past that were based on fear, trauma, pain, anxiety, all those things that you got through. You can get through this too. If God is calling you to take rest, then you take rest. Okay, we make better decisions when we are not in a state of stress. So sometimes when God calls us to rest, it's really just for our own benefit. But we over here worried about the same things over and over and over again. Them bills, they gonna always be there. But you can't always be here if you're constantly putting yourself in stress. Okay? So those are my messages for my collective today. I'm going to pull a card from my wisdom deck just to see if the universe has any messages, like, to leave us with, some tea, anything. Anything for my collective right now. Spirit. Between worlds at the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys, you need to realize that it's time for you to make a decision. You can't stay in between. You can't stay between this version of you and that version of you. You have to pick a side. You have to pick a side. Spirit is saying you have to pick a side, and you're choosing to stay in an anxious state and believe the things that you used to. And you're not that person anymore, but you have to simply accept that. And once you simply accept that, baby, the world is your oyster. You have to realize that when we choose to emit our own frequency versus taking on the energy around us, this means no longer saying that I'm sad because this happened to me. Letting go of that victim mentality, or saying that, oh, life happens, shit always happens. But at the end of the day, I'm in charge of my own happiness. Not these bills, not because I have a car, not because I have a house, not because I have this, because those things are not permanent, right? These are the simple things that we have, but anything can change at any moment. But your belief in yourself, the way you treat yourself, the way you believe, how you can live life, whatever it is, like, as long as you believe in yourself and you know that you have the power to control your own energy, nothing can shake you, baby. Because at the end of the day, if so and so leave you, I know that I got my own energy. I know that I can make myself feel good. That doesn't mean you're going to be ignoring your feelings, but it doesn't mean that you're going to let your feelings consume you. You are not a sad person. Maybe you're feeling sadness right now, right? But you're not a sad person. When we say that we're a sad people, then we stay in that frequency forever. Emotions are meant to move right through us. And for some of you guys, like, I don't know, like, it's like I'm getting that you're choosing this feeling because it's comfortable. And we have to be honest with ourselves. Like, am I really choosing to still ruminate over this thing because it feels comfortable? Comfortable in your comfort zone, you cannot grow in your comfort zone, baby. So you really got to make a choice. And I know it feels scary. But you have the power to calm your own nerves. You have the power to make yourself feel okay. But if you are running from yourself because you don't want to be alone, or being by yourself makes you uncomfortable, baby, you're gonna constantly need people to validate you, and that's you giving your power away. Nobody should be able to tell you, oh, you are a good person. You're like, okay, I'm a good person because this person said that. No, you need to be strong enough in yourself to say, you know, I know I'm a good person. Whether or not they see that like that, that's on them. What people think about you is none of your business. And I know I'm saying this to my empaths and highly sensitive souls, because we could take on the emotions and feelings of other people. So why not just do that for ourselves? Emit your own frequency. Emit your own emotions. Choose what you want to feel. Okay? And I'm not saying to run from your emotions, because I know we feel things so deeply on a deep soul level. But do not let anybody have power over you and your emotions. Any other messages for my collective spirit? Milk and honey. It's time to go. Some of you guys, it's really time. It's like spirit is calling you to get on the train. Get on the bus. Some of you know what decisions you need to make. Some of y'all know what you need to be doing, and you know, and it's time for you to go. Spirit is saying it's time. It's time. And milk and honey. Okay, I'm gonna read these messages from the guidebook so you guys can have a deeper understanding as to what messages spirit may have for you. Okay, and both of these came out upright. Number 51. Some of you guys are you really need to balance your energy. Okay, find a way to really ground yourself at this time. 46. Where is this page? 15. Okay, milk and honey. The taste of prosperity, opportunities born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. So some of you guys, spirit is really calling you to really trust that everything is working out in your favor. This is a completely new timeline that you're walking into, that you are actually already in, but you're not allowing yourself to see that. You're not allowing yourself to see that. Why you're not allowing yourself to see that? It's deep subconscious beliefs that you don't deserve to live a good life, a life of ease. Because all you know is a life of pain, struggle, and hustle and bustle. And spirit saying that you're done with that. Let the leaves fall. It's done. It's a new season. Okay, it's time to go. It's literally time for you to go. You've entered a sweet time in your life, enjoying the land of milk and honey that everyone wants to experience. It's an interlude that feels more Alrighty, guys, it cut out. And yes. So back to the messages. This message is I see that it really does need to get out. Okay, so when all your senses are awake to the unlimited possibilities in the universe, these times are precious and only come when you're in your authentic zone, wearing the world as a loose garment, not wanting to yet be nourished in ways both tangible and subtle. Abundance is an energy that you are a living part of. All your needs are being met. You are given the gift of nourishment in every form. So what I was saying before to you guys is that abundance is an energy, and if you choose to look for the things in your life that are already abundant, that make you abundant, outside of what number you see in your bank account, because we were taught that is what means money, that money means abundant, that you are abundant. But being spiritually abundant is a lot more valuable than actually the number you see in your bank account. This is why people can be rich and still feel like, okay, like life is not worth living, right? And spirit is saying that you got this. You really just need to focus in on your life and just see what is good in front of you instead of looking for what you don't have. And abundance is an energy. Like money do not like a sad bitch. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like money loves a bitch that knows how to emit her own frequency, be in energy of joy, and appreciate the little things. Money do not love a stingy bitch. Money does not love a bitch that think that, you know, it entitled. Okay. Spirit is saying that you are already abundant and you're living the life that you always wanted, but you need to open your eyes. You need to open your eyes and truly just focus on what you can be grateful for. When we live in the frequency of gratitude, the things that come up, the challenges that come up, we're better equipped to handle it because we're not stressed out. Right? And if you can't handle what you have right now, what makes you think you're gonna be able to handle a faster paced lifestyle, a busier lifestyle, the dreams that you truly want? That they're gonna require a different version of you. And that's why you are a different version of you right now. But you need to see that. You need to let go of the fear and choose love. Okay? Some of you guys who are in a relationship, sensuality, connection, and passionate romance between lovers, sweet moments of understanding, love among friends and family are here for you to savor now. Your heart's calling will be answered. Let your thoughts and feelings be sweet with gratitude, and you will be nourished with the honey of abundance. So really just focusing on the good connections that you have in your life, the people who are supporting you at this time instead of what you don't have. Okay, because a lot of people don't have that kind of love. They don't have that those people that show up for them, those people that who have their back like a bra strap. Not everybody has that. So really just focusing on the ways that you're abundant. That's abundance right there. If you have at least one connection that you know this person loves me, having love is abundance. Okay? Prosperity message. There's only one authentic you. This version of yourself is spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are unique, you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you're seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step in prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. So the universe is giving you what you want, but you're choosing not to see it, is what I'm getting. And so some of you guys, abundance comes to you when you're your most authentic self. So you really need to sit with yourself and say, in what ways am I not being true to myself? In what ways am I saying, okay, I'm settling for scraps? Or what ways I'm not communicating to others what I truly want or what I need because I am afraid that they may not accept me for who I am? Or you're so caught up on being this one version of yourself that you're not seeing that this other version of you is trying to show you that this is where your abundant path leads. This is where you feel most fulfilled. You know, when people are surrounded by a bunch of people but they still feel lonely, it's because they're not really being themselves. They're not allowing other people to see them for who they are. You can never feel seen if you don't show yourself, right? Your true tribe won't know how to find you if you're not being completely authentic to yourself. And it takes a while because, you know, we wear all these masks that other people we think that other people will approve of us when we wear it, but it still feels lonely because you're looking to complete yourself by being a certain way for other people, and that never leads to happiness. And happiness is abundance. Money love a happy bitch. So if you're not being your true self, it's gonna run away from you. It's not gonna be in the frequency of you. Okay? Protection. Oh no, that's for if it was in reverse. Never mind. Okay, so number 45. It's time to go. Endings, completion, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. Spirit is saying that you are choosing this frequency. I'm getting it again and again. You're choosing to be in the frequency of who you once were. You need to allow this new version of you to expand and learn who they are. Because I feel like because you don't know, and that's unknown, you're clinging to what is familiar. But there's nothing else for you to learn. And if you continue in the frequency of fear, you will just put yourself back in another karmic cycle. And that is what you don't want to be in. Spirit is trying to show you, here, over here, look. Over here looks better. Let's focus on the good stuff. But you're just focused on what you don't see in your 3D reality right now. And that is why you're experiencing all this fear, anxiety, and pain. Oracle message. You are at the ending of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. So some of you guys can pray and ask God for protection and strength to get through this new cycle, to begin this new cycle, to jump into this new cycle, to release fear, anxiety. But because everything is free will, you need to be able to ask God for this. And some of you guys, like, my throat is really like it's getting blocked as I'm trying to speak to you. And I'm what I'm getting from this is some of you guys, You need to speak your truth. And that is why you're not feeling authentic in yourself, because you're swallowing all of the things, all of your feelings about how you feel, because you're afraid of how it's going to come off to other people or how other people will perceive it. But it doesn't matter how they perceive it. If you're not being true to yourself and how you feel, then you've now deprived the world of who you truly are and what you have to say. And you're telling yourself that, okay, what I have to say doesn't matter. How I feel doesn't matter. That's what you're unconsciously telling yourself, right? Yes, you think you may be keeping the peace, but for who? You're keeping the peace for everybody else but yourself? If you're not at peace, then why should everybody else be at peace? I'm not saying it to go around and be like, I'm burning shit down, but it's just like you're keeping an illusion of peace, because it's not really peace if you're not being honest with yourself. It's all fake. It's just an illusion. It's not your job or responsibility for how other people perceive your feelings, okay? How they take what you say. It is just your job to communicate effectively how you feel. And if you don't, then you will never be able to get the things that you want because you're too afraid to ask for it. This is just you telling yourself that you're too afraid to go get it. Okay? This is a moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on to the new experiences and new way of being. There's nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. So some of you guys really know what you need to do. You need to release that fear. I need affirmations on the destiny that you are going after, because remember, your destiny, it is your what was I gonna say? I just completely blanked. Your desires are your destiny. That's what I was gonna say. Oh, that just completely left my mind. Yeah. I'm experiencing brain fart right now, guys. Bear with me. So relationship message. It's over, or at the very least, the form this relationship has taken is no longer of service to you or the other person. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. So for some of you guys, this may not be a romantic relationship. What I'm getting is that this might be something platonic, where you have completely shifted in this new version of you, and other people have yet to catch up to that or have yet to accept that. And that's not your job to make them accept that. It's just you put yourself out there, you show up as your authentic self, they take it in, they decide if they want to walk this walk with you or get left behind. Okay, because you are not going back to your people-pleasing tendencies to bend over backwards and make sure that this person likes you. You're not putting on another mask. You've taken off all of them. Okay, so it's time for you to just say, whoever wants to adapt with the authentic version of me, that's it. That's that. You're not going back on what you said. You're not going back on who you are. Okay, that's done. Let's see. This is a time of letting go, of knowing that the journey has come to its conclusion. It doesn't mean anything is lost, although this card could speak to a breakup, drifting apart, or the end of a soul contract. It is more about release than destruction. Remember that saying, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it never was. Endings are always a sign of new beginnings. If you want something deeper, walk away. So for some of you guys, you're trying to make an old thing work, an old shoe fit, and it's time for you to really let go and learn the lesson that you were meant to learn from that relationship, and truly just accept that things played out how they had to play out for your evolution, for your growth. Okay, it doesn't mean that there needs to be anything negative in terms of how you view the situation, but to truly accept it for what it was. What lessons did you learn from it? Okay, instead of the perspective of, oh, I hate this person, or this person did me dirty, because those are all your ego way of trying to protect you, by making that person seem like they're the problem. But it's just like, the subconscious thing that we're really upset about is that we didn't choose better for ourselves, or that we put ourselves in that situation. But your soul had to go through that situation to evolve. Okay, so it doesn't make sense for you to beat yourself up. You have to truly choose love and compassion, and that's why it always comes back down to choosing love and compassion for yourself and for that person, because if not for them, you would not learn that lesson. You would not know your worth, right? So you thank them for that. You thank them for the journeys that they put you through. Do not think about it as wasted time, wasted years. Everything played out exactly how it needed to go, and your soul signed up for these contracts to learn these things. So it's time for you to really just allow yourself to say, yo, all right, I learned my lesson. And I move forward with that same level of lessons that you learned, that same discernment. Because even though you learned that lesson, that doesn't mean that people like that in the world still don't exist. But will you recognize the signs? Will you say, I've learned the lesson, I don't want to repeat it again? Okay, prosperity message. This message is is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances have come to an end. You will not find the success you desire by continuing with what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious sign, because there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. It is time to walk towards something new. This card also pertains to the more neutral concept of completion. You finish your task and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue or opportunity, even better than any you can imagine. You have done all you can. Now trust that Spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life. And remember that when you close one door, another opens. So some of you guys are really trying to hang on to something. I'm really getting this message that some of you guys are really trying to, like, everything might be falling apart right now for you, but you're trying to hold on to something. And you really need to sit with yourself and say, why am I trying so hard to hold on to this? A lot of the times when things fall apart, it's because God is ready to bless us for stuff. And I'm going to tell you guys a story. Like, when I moved away, I did not want to come back home. I literally could not. I did not want to come back home, and everything was going wrong. I couldn't find a job. I walked the entire Vegas Strip. Nobody was hiring. I'm like, this doesn't even make sense mathematically. Logically, none of that shit made sense. What do you mean no one's hiring? It's Vegas. And the minute I came back home, everything began to fall into place. Spirit pushed me back home. They knew that if I came back home, I would see that the reasons why I left, things were different. God made the moves that needed to be moved around, and he put me in the timeline of my most happiest timeline. But because I kept fighting against it, looking for a job, your girl ended up almost facing eviction, lost the car, like so many things that happened that I thought I would not recover from. God had me in his hands the whole time. So when we really stop and we think about it, God always has us. But we be making it harder because we're holding on to stuff that he says, this is time for the chapter to close. And this is why getting used to change, when God says one door closes, another opens. He's not going to close the door and leave you in the dark. It's just we get scared because God doesn't reveal all our plans all at once. He puts us in the situations that we need to be in because he knows there's still lessons for us to learn. He sees stuff before we see stuff. But that's why it requires blind trust. It requires blind faith. And whatever the hell you believe in, God, the universe, it doesn't even matter. But just to really just think about it. You've always been caught. He always caught you. So stop trying to make things fit. Things fall apart for a reason. It's because it's for a new chapter in your life. And you got to stop fighting against it. Every time you fight against the grain, and that's when you meet this resistance, anxiety, depression, all these other things that God doesn't want you to have to carry into this new life, because you're in the new world. This is a new world. You've decided this for yourself too, because from the choices that you've made, the lessons you decided to learn. So you need to really release the idea that this person should have been in your life, or that person should have done this and this, that, and that. See people for who they are. Accept it. The minute you learn to accept people for where they are on their journey is when you can let that shit go and stop trying to play God. It's not your job to come in here and fix and help everybody see the path of love. It's your job to make sure that you see the path of love. And every time you decide that you're going to put somebody else's happiness over your own, you neglect yourself. You abandon yourself. And that's why it goes back to more suffering and more suffering and more suffering. You're on this hamster wheel of more suffering, more suffering. You need to drop the wounded healer archetype and let God hold you. Those are the messages for today, guys. I really want you guys to sit with yourself in meditation, because yes, I'm giving you messages, but only you know what is good for you. Only you know what you need right now. If you're praying to God, you need to listen to the answers too. It's a relationship. It goes both ways. Are you a good listener? When God tells you to do something, are you doing it? Okay, I love you guys. Have a good day.